Hello everyone. In this session we are going to see about counters. So what is counter? It is used to count up or down or both any function until it reaches the limit, right? So imagine in a conveyor some boxes or some products are moving. You want to count how many products are over there, right? So you can put a sensor over there which will be giving one pulse whenever the product is crossing across it, right? That pulse we are giving to the counter, and automatically PLC program will be started counting whenever the product is crossing. Like that we can make use of these counters. And it also used to count from 0 to the limit and the limit to 0, both are there. The perfect example for this kind of counter is car parking, right? So you can keep one sensor in the entry location and you can keep another sensor in the exit part, right? In the entry one sensor and the exit another sensor. So in the entry it will be count up from it's from 0 to the limit. Maybe your car parking limit is 5 or 10. So that 5 or 10 will be the limit. So it will be started counting from 0, 1, 2, like that it will be started counting, right? So when it reached the limit, it will be giving some indication like count is done or parking is full. Like that we can give the indications also, right? And the same thing in the exit side also one sensor will be there which will be giving one pulse whenever the car is exiting. That time it will be count down from 10. Already 10 car is inside, okay? So one car is going out means it will be reduced to 9, 8, 7, like that. For each and every car exiting, it will start decreasing. That is count down, right? So this is the perfect example to understand the working of counters. So as you have seen, there are three types of counters: up counter, down counter and up down counters. So usually in some PLCs you can find all the three counters, but in Allen Bradley there is only up and down counters only. Okay, only two counters are there. There is no up down instruction specially for that, but we can build this up down counter instruction by combining these two. By combining these two we can get up down counter, right? So before getting into the software, let's see some specification of counters. So we have counter number, as we have seen for timers. Counter also having numbers. And the second one is preset value. What is the preset value? It is a limit, right? We have told 10 or 5 car, which is the parking limit is 5 or 10 maybe. Let's take it as 10. If 10 is the limit means that is my preset value. And accumulator value is like number of cars currently inside the parking slot, right? So these three are the specification we have in counter. So let's see how to do this in a software. So this is the pulse, okay? So this is the pulse which is going to give input to the counter. So let's take that conveyor example, right? So conveyor is there. Whenever a product is moving, it will be giving a pulse, right? So this is the sensor which is going to give pulse to the counter. You can find the counter here. This is timer bar counter. You can find CTU. The CTU is the counter. Click on that. When you click on CTU, the block will be like this, right? And in the counter, you can give the name like C5:0, right? C5:0. Because counter address is C5:0. We have seen the counter number, no? So in the data files, just click on the counter and you can see here C5:0, right? So this is counter. Once you have given the counter number, you can give the preset value. So for time being, I'm just giving 3, right? So 3. I mean, only 3 products can cross. Once the 3 product cross, it gives some lamp indication to us. That's what I have taken the output as lamp, right? So you are going to count 3 products. For every 3 products, it should give a lamp indication. So what bit I can take here is counters done bit. So as like timer, counter is also having some bits. This is counter enable bit. Whenever the counter is on, this CU will be on. And this done bit will be on once accumulator value reached the preset value, right? So let's take counters done bit. So what is the address for that means C5:0. This is the counter number /DN, right? So DN is for done bit. Fine. So check for errors. Go for online. Fine. So now one product is crossing. So this is giving pulse. Fine. So see, one accumulator value is 1 and CU is enabled. Now after the product got crossed, it will be off. Now see the CU. CU is off. Right. Now turn on again. Again CU is on, accumulator value is 2. Now the third product is going to cross. Okay. The third product is crossing. So can you see? Now the third product is crossed. So done bit is on because accumulator value reached the preset value, and because of the done bit our lamp is also on. Got it? So this is counters done bit. By using counters done bit we can able to turn on the lamp. It is like counters done bit is like the process is done or the counting is done. However, preset value we have set no. So accumulator has reached that value. So my work is done, like that. Counters done bit is giving. Fine. So how to see, if I turn on again, what will happen? See. Can you see accumulator value is still increasing? Can you see? It will be increasing. So it will not stop up to 3. Accumulator value will be increasing if you are giving pulse. But done bit will be on at exactly 3. Okay. So what is the accumulator limit means? It will go up to 32767 and it will roll back to -32768. Because the counter limit is -32768 to +32767. So accumulator, even though you are giving pulses, it will be started counting. It will keep on increases up to 32768, 32767. After that also you are giving pulse, it will roll back to -32768. Again it will start increasing from that place. I'll show you that. Now see, imagine the counter is reached 32765. Or I'll just give 7 now. 6, okay. Now find, I just want to show you the rollback. So now the done bit will be on. See, the done bit is already on because our accumulator once reached 3, right? So that time itself it was on. Now see, I'm increasing the pulse. It is increased to 32767. Now see, if I give the another pulse, yeah, it rolled back to -32768. So this is counters rollback. See, if I give another pulse, it will be started increasing from this place. So whenever the rollback is happening, you can find the counters overflow bit is on. This is counter overflow, OV. So this bit is on. Can you see? 1 is there. So this is counter overflow. Right? So until reset, it will be happening like this only. If you are not resetting the counter and giving the pulse, it will be increasing because it is up counter. If it is a down counter, it will be decreasing. I will teach you when we are seeing the down counter, right? So obviously, reset is the main thing. If you are not doing the reset until you are giving pulses, it will be counting only. So reset, how to do that? You can get one separate input for doing the reset. I am taking the reset coil. So let's give I:0/1. I'm going to give this as reset. And this one should be our counter address, right? C5:0. Same we have done for return to timer, no? Like that. So go for download. Go for run. Right? So now see, See, we have not done the reset before, so it will be maintaining the same value. So once you press the reset, counter accumulator value turns to 0. Now you can start from beginning to, it's like a fresh start. You can start from beginning. See, 1. In between, if you want to do the reset, you can. So reset is mandatory one for counters, right? I'll meet you in the next session with down counter. Until then, bye.